They lied to us. From the moment we got our very first work permit or put on that first uniform, they told us the same story. They said if you show up early, if you stay late, if you cover everyone else's shift, and if you give 110% to the company, you will be rewarded. They promise that loyalty pays the bills. Well, I am here to look you in the eye and tell you that being a good employee is exactly what is keeping you broke. I know that sounds crazy. We are raised to take pride in our work. We want to be the person the boss can count on. But let's talk about what actually happens when you are the reliable one. Think about the last time you went above and beyond. Maybe you missed your daughter's soccer game to cover a shift for a coworker who called in sick again. Maybe you stayed 2 hours late to fix a mess that the morning crew left behind. And you didn't even put in for the overtime because you didn't want to cause trouble. You thought your manager would notice. You thought that when review time came around, they would remember that you were the glue holding that department together. And what did you get? Did you get a life-changing raise? Did you get a promotion that helps you pay off your car? Or did you get a $5 gift card to Starbucks and a great job sticker? Or worse, did you just get a pizza party in the break room while the owner drove away in a brand new truck? The trap is designed this way. When you are good at your job and you are quiet and you never say no, they don't promote you. They rely on you. They can't afford to promote you because they need you right where you are, doing the work of 3 people for the price of 1. I used to be just like you. I wore my exhaustion like a badge of honor. I thought being tired meant I was succeeding. I remember walking into work with a fever because I didn't want to let the team down. I remember missing dinner with my family for weeks straight during the holiday rush because the store needed me. And then, when layoffs happened or when hours got cut, guess who was on the chopping block just like everyone else? The company does not love you. The company is a machine, and you are just a part of it. The hardest pill I had to swallow was realizing that my loyalty was actually costing me money while I stayed at the same job for 5 years, waiting for a 50-cent raise. The new girl they just hired walked in the door making $2 more an hour than me. That is the reality of the workforce today. The budget for hiring new people is always higher than the budget for keeping good people. By staying loyal, by being good, you are effectively paying the company to work there. You are losing money every single year that inflation goes up and your paycheck stays the same. We need to stop confusing being a hard worker with being a doormat. There is dignity in labor. There is no dignity in exploitation. Today, we are going to break the mental chains that make you feel guilty for leaving on time. We are going to talk about acting your wage. We are going to learn how to separate your self-worth from your productivity. You are not your job title. You are a mother, a survivor, and a woman who deserves to build her own kingdom, not build someone else's while your own walls are crumbling down. It is time to stop being a good employee so you can start being a good steward of your own life. Let's get into the math of why loyalty is making you poor. Let's look at the numbers, because the math doesn't lie. When you pour all your energy into your day job, you are engaging in a bad investment. Think of your energy like a bank account. You wake up every morning with a certain amount of deposits in that account: physical energy, mental patience, emotional bandwidth. If you spend 100% of that account at your job stressing over inventory, dealing with rude customers, or scrubbing floors until your back aches, you come home with a zero balance. You come home to your kids and you have nothing left to give. You snap at them because you're fried. You skip cooking a healthy meal because you're too tired to stand at the stove, so you spend money you don't whole and have on fast food. You ignore that side hustle idea or that online course you bought because your brain is mush. This is the hidden cost of being the superstar employee. You are trading your future for their present. I see so many women in our community who are brilliant. You know how to stretch a dollar. You know how to organize chaos. You have skills, but you are donating those skills to a manager who barely knows your last name. Imagine if you took just 20% of the effort you give to your boss and directed it toward your own life. What if, instead of staying late to organize the supply closet at work, you came home on time and organized your own budget? What if, instead of worrying all weekend about a project, you used that mental space to figure out how to lower your grocery BLM. There's a term people use now called quiet quitting. I don't like that term. It sounds lazy, and I know you aren't lazy. I prefer to call it acting your wage. If they pay you minimum wage, they get minimum effort. That is a fair business transaction. If they want manager-level stress, they need to pay you a manager-level salary. When you start doing extra work for free, you are actually lowering your own hourly rate. If you make $15 an hour, but you work through your lunch break and answer texts after hours, you might actually be making $12 an hour. You are devaluing yourself. You are telling them, my time is cheap. And here is the secret that human resources doesn't want you to know. The biggest raises don't come from promotions. They come from leaving. The statistics show that people who switch jobs every 2 to 3 years make significantly more money over their lifetime than people who stay loyal to one company. It's scary to leave. I know. Security feels good. The devil you know feels safer than the devil you don't. But that comfort zone is a cage. It keeps you stuck in the same tax bracket forever. By being the good employee who never looks for other options, you are robbing your family of the income you could be making elsewhere. But we have to stop treating our employers like family. They are not family. Your family is the people waiting for you at home. Your family is the future version of you who wants to retire someday. When you die, your job will have your position posted online before your obituary is even printed. That is the harsh truth. So, save your best self for the people who actually matter. Save your creativity for your own problems. Do the job, get paid, and go home. That is the deal. Don't let them guilt you into giving more than what is written in the contract. You need to preserve your energy so you can build your exit strategy. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about next. How to pivot from being an employee to being the CEO of your own life. So, how do we actually break this cycle? It starts with a shift in your mindset. You need to stop seeing yourself as an employee and start seeing yourself as a business owner. Even if you don't have an LLC or a storefront, you are the CEO of Me Incorporated. Your employer, they are just your biggest client. They pay you for a service. You provide that service. And just like any smart business owner, you don't give away free product. You deliver exactly what they paid for, high quality and on time. But you do not give them the premium package for the basic price. When you clock out, you are done. That time belongs to you. Do not check your email. Do not answer that text asking where the keys are. Do not let their emergency become your emergency. I want you to take all that ambition you have been wasting on trying to impress your boss and pour it into your own household. Be a good employee for your own bank account. If you were as dedicated to cutting your grocery bill as you are to stocking those shelves, you would have a surplus by the end of the month. If you were as focused on paying off your Visa card as you are on getting those reports done, you would be debt-free in a year. Treat your budget meetings with yourself with the same respect you treat a staff meeting at work. Show up on time for your money. That is where your loyalty belongs. Start building what I call your freedom fund. This isn't just a savings account, it is your exit ticket. Every time you say no to an extra shift that drains you, use that time to cook a meal at home and save $20. Put that $20 in the fund. Every time you refuse to stress about work drama, use that mental energy to research a side hustle or learn a new skill on YouTube. Maybe you want to learn bookkeeping, or graphic design, or just how to flip furniture. That is your future. Your job is just the investor funding your future business. Use their paycheck to build your ladder out of there. I know this is scary. We are programmed to be people pleasers. We are taught that saying no is rude. But you have to realize that every time you say yes to them, you are saying no to yourself. You are saying no to your rest, no to your kids, and no to your financial freedom. It is not selfish to set boundaries. It is survival. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and these companies will drink you dry if you let them reclaim your time, reclaim your energy, and most importantly, reclaim your worth. You are not defined by how hard you work for someone else. You are defined by what you build for yourself. I want you to try this for just 1 week. Go to work, do a good job, but do not do a great job. Leave exactly on time. Do not volunteer. Come home and spend 1 hour focused purely on your own goals, whether that is balancing your checkbook, playing with your babies, or just resting so you can fight another day. See how different you feel. See how the sky doesn't fall. You are valuable. You are worthy. And you deserve to be the main character in your own life story, not just a background extra in your boss's success. If this video hit home for you, if you are tired of being the reliable one with the empty bank account, hit that like button so I know I'm not alone, and subscribe, because we are going to talk a lot more about how to take your power back and keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket. I'll see you in the next video. Keep your head up, and remember, act your wage.